Downed trees and power lines are just some of the issues people here in the Pendleton area are waking up to. I'm Alexa Green. Coming up, we are taking a look at some of the damage and why officials are already saying this cleanup could take days.
And from Pendleton to Hamilton County to Miami County, weather teams are going to be out surveying possible tornadoes.
And we have full coverage for you this morning on reports of all of the weather damage. Homes left damaged, trees toppled over all across central Indiana. Several funnel clouds spotted, now one confirmed tornado in Grant County.
This morning, people are waking up without power. We have the largest news crew spread across the area checking on the storm damage for you. Fox 59 Morning News at 8 starts right now.
From Indiana's #1 news source, this is Fox 59 Morning News.
Well, right now, there are more than 1,800 people without power reported by Duke Energy this morning. A majority of those being reported near Pendleton. Well, basically, the town is closed off. We have full team coverage ahead from around the state of all of these storm reports, and they are numerous. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Angela Ganote.
And I'm Ray Cortopassi. It is 8 o'clock, and we want to start now with a look ahead of what to expect weather-wise today. Jim?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the heat, guys, and the humidity out there. Just a quick look back at yesterday around 8 a.m., or rather, I should say around 8 p.m. Last night. So roughly 12 hours ago, a tornado warning was issued for southern Madison County. You can see the icons of the tornadoes, tree damage as well. We had reports in Hancock County, Madison County, Pendleton hit very hard, and then up towards Delaware County. That was one storm that blew through and likely put down a tornado in Pendleton. We're talking 75 homes that were damaged there. And then we look up towards Miami County and throughout Grant County. This was another storm that came through, and likely from the video I saw, definitely a tornado that moved through perhaps 2 counties and did damage up there. Now, there will be separate weather offices that will be surveying the damage. The North Webster National Weather Service office will be taking care of it. Looks like Miami County and Grant County, and then of course the local office here, the Indy Weather Office, will be out assessing the damage out across sections of Madison County later on today. So we continue to monitor what's happening on live guarding radar. Much quieter weather here. A hot day though ahead. There will be a storm chance, it looks like, late in the afternoon, and a high today at 87.
All right, Jim, thank you. 8:01, and as we've been talking about, just a reminder, traffic totally shut down heading into Pendleton. You can't get off I-69 to State Road 38, State Road 38, State Road 9, State Road 67. Multiple areas that are closed. We have a report of a new issue on the east side, northbound 465 at I-70. I've been trying to find it on that in-dot camera. Heavy volume on the north side, eastbound 465 at Michigan Road, and same thing here on the northeast side, 465 at Pendleton Pike.
Take a look and a listen as wind whips around in Grant County. Video here from Jesse Strange as he took this, saying, although it was exciting, still not something you want to see. It appears to be a big funnel cloud reaching down the tree line near Sweetser.
Okay, so Grant County, there's severe weather in Hamilton County where tornado sirens went off last night. And then here's the view for one family in Fishers. You can see the funnel cloud starting to build and mom yelling to the kids.
Yeah, call daddy. This photo coming in from Noblesville, where you can also see that cloud breaking off and almost looking like it's touching a home out there.
Yeah, pretty dramatic here. And we've got team coverage for you this morning. Right now, we are getting a first look at the damage in Pendleton from the air.
You can see the widespread damage after severe weather moved through. Later today, crews from the National Weather Service are going to be in the area to determine here if it was a tornado that did the damage.
Yeah, this morning though, cleanup is the focus, and it's just beginning. And our Alexa Green starts our coverage off live in that area. Alexis, tell us what you are seeing. A big tree down behind you.
Hey, good morning, Ange and Ray. I want to start actually with what we're hearing. For the past hour or so, we've been hearing chainsaws here in the Pendleton area. And this is the scene that you are seeing all across Pendleton. Down trees, down power lines, basically closing off roadways. And again, neighbors waking up this morning, checking on one another and then assessing the damage. Now, we spoke to the man who lives in this home right now. He's lived here for more than 30 years. You could see His damage is extensive. You could see his porch's fence knocked over, some of the shingles ripped directly from the roof, and a few of the trees in his front yard directly uprooted from the ground. Jeff Lavelle says he was in this is the home that he was supposed to retire in. He's been working on it for years. Lavelle says he was in his kitchen last night when the storm came in quickly. The winds picked up, it started raining, and he was forced to hold on to his side door to keep it shut while the storm came through.
Just hanging onto the door, I knew it was something strong, but I didn't know it was going to be this much damage.
This morning, he and many others in Pendleton just starting the cleanup process. We do know that one person was injured during the storm. Officials say that person was transported to the hospital. We're still working on finding out the extent of his or her injuries. State police, meanwhile, have suspended traffic into Pendleton until crews can clear the debris from streets. Meanwhile, first responders know people want to help with this cleanup process, but for now, they are asking people to stay home while they assess the damage and figure out what their next move is. We do know there is going to be an update from first responders at 9 a.m. this morning. Of course, we are going to have a team there and have much more on this cleanup process later on today. For now, we're live in Pendleton. Alexa Green, Fox 59 News.
Chainsaws buzzing there all day long. Alexa, thank you.
Now we're going to head to Miami County, where we know there are several homes damaged there, maybe some even all the way destroyed. Colby Thielen joining us now to describe the extent of the damage. Colby?
Hey, good morning, guys. Right now we are just north of Macy, standing on 1500 North, and right now this road is impassable because of several trees that are down right here. At the other end of the property line, there are several more trees down there as well, so we're having trouble getting through. And actually this morning when we were on our way out here, this was about as far as we could get, but you can see the damage here. There are so many uprooted trees here at this property of Paul and Ann Hart, and this is actually the entrance of their driveway, as you can see. And they're frustrated this morning because they say they don't know when they're going to be able to drive on it again. This is what's blocking their driveway right now. Paul says that they have about 250 trees out here on the property, but he says about half of them were taken down during that storm. Fortunately, though, all of them fell around the house. The house was not touched. Other areas, they weren't so lucky. A lot of homes were destroyed out here in Miami County. Fortunately, we're told that there's no reported injuries out here as well, but you can see a lot of homes are completely gone. A lot of people have lost their farms entirely. In fact, the neighbors out here beside Paul and Ann, they say that their silo was gone, their barn was gone. Fortunately here though, they didn't have that kind of damage, but take a listen to what they said as they described how this storm felt inside the home.
When it come through, all you could see outside was just white water, and when it was pushing its hardest and I was trying to hold my door shut, there was water gushing underneath my door like I was in a boat. And but it lasted, I don't know, what, 3-4 minutes, and then it was gone. And but it was pretty scary, and I never thought that there'd be this much devastation in my yard.
Now you can see that devastation that he's talking about. So many trees that were completely uprooted, some of them up to 2 feet in diameter. The tree right here behind us is actually several trees. It looks like about 5 trees on this root base that right now laying here behind us, and it looks like this all across his property, all the way around his home. In fact, last night they had to get chainsaws out just to cut a path to actually get off of their property. So this morning we're actually told by a gentleman that pulled up in his truck. He's been driving around surveying the damage, trying to help people. He tells us if you haven't been that way, you haven't seen anything yet. For us, that was a little bit surprising considering what we're seeing here. So we're going to try and work our way around these fallen trees, try to find a way to the other side of this and bring you more coverage of some of the damage that was done here. So for now, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Colby, thank you for that. Just amazing what we're seeing out there. We want to get to breaking news now, though, as we're learning more, trying to. This morning out of Noblesville, where police there are monitoring an anonymous threat referencing Noblesville West Middle School. That district confirming to us the social media exchange regarding that school shooting there from last year. Well, the talk escalated over the weekend, leading to this threat. A note did go to parents, and students are going to see an increased police presence there today. And kids that want to stay home, we're told, are going to be excused. We will continue to follow this breaking development here and let you know as soon as we find out more information about how this all started. And the search for 3 people who went missing in 3 different waterways That continues this morning.
And we want to update you as the crews head back to the water, the difficulty some of those crews are having in their searches.
Plus, a disturbing discovery on the near southeast side. 2 people open a suitcase and they find human remains inside. What we're asking police this morning.